Hello all, welcome back in the next session which is related to application characteristics. In our earlier session we have seen that the application is built based on the components or using the components. Now in this session we are going to focus on the characteristics. Depending upon the purpose of the application, it has got a particular characteristics. Now what is the need for us to understand the characteristics? When we will understand that what are the important characteristics with which the application is getting built, for that particular application's testing, these characteristics will play a vital role. Like for example, take any one from here, like if application is performance critical, that means at the time of testing, we have to focus on the performance part. So this is first one, performance critical. I will not explain in detail that what is performance testing here, but in a nutshell, performance is throughput or stipulated output in stipulated time. For certain applications, in fact, for almost all applications which are web-based applications, this particular performance critical plays a vital role. Second is global usage. Consider an application which is being deployed or is going to use across different countries. Obviously, global usage will play a vital role, where the languages, or you can say country specific languages, testing of those will play a vital role. Now this needs to be satisfied, these global needs. Extension to this, there is something called as compliance. For example, every web-based application or a big application which is getting developed and deployed, there has to be some standards, country specific. In India, we have ISO 9002, ISO 10000, lot of ISO things are here. Those are our quality standards. Second could be Six Sigma. This is another standard. But are these same standards will get applied if my application is getting deployed in USA or UK? Answer is no. In that case, those country specific things I have to check under this particular compliance. While developing, I have to consider, and before deploying, I have to get it confirmed. Let's talk about the sensitive data handling. Every application which deals with the data, for example, banking application, where customers, all the details are there with the bank's database. What is database? We have already discussed. Now, this particular data needs to be handled very carefully. That's why these applications will have multi-layer authentication processes which have been started. UI criticality. We already discussed that UI is one of the most important application component. And why? We know that. Now, can we deal with an application which is having a fluorescent green or a dark blue or dark red color background? Obviously not. What if, are we going to deal with an application where the alignments are not properly done? Obviously not. Those will not look good. And when it comes to the looks, it is directly having a connection with UI, user interface. How comfortably a user is dealing or using that particular application. This is again very crucial and important characteristics. End user categories. Earlier in components we have discussed that users, what are the types of users? If I am using that application for the first time, I am a new or a naive user. I am using that application, but I know a bit of it. I have used similar or the same application previously. I became an intermediate. Or I'm day in day out using this particular application, that I am an expert user. Depending upon end user category, development and even testing changes. So just repeating this particular thing, if we consider any application like how it is being built, using which components, the characteristics we need to understand. Some applications are performance critical. Example, every web-based application or an application which is being commonly used, like railway ticket booking or bank online banking, etc. When the application is getting developed and deployed across the globe, global usage need to be checked. Extension, compliance, country specific compliances. When an application is holding, utilizing and using sensitive data of customers that needs to be checked thoroughly. Obviously, UI criticality is always there. So any application you are developing, if the good ROI is expected, it should be fantastically done. The UI should be neatly designed. And end user categories. A developer or a tester should know that this particular application's usage based on end user categories. Likewise, the applications are built and tested. So this covers our application components and characteristics part. So thank you. I'll see you in the next sessions.